Welcome back to the channel, guys. Tonight there's a few things going on, so I got plenty that I could film about. The quest monster, the new quest monster is here. I have quest keys left from the last time, but it looks like there is two jokers, which thankfully I have Griffin and I have Eutychus, so my breed guardian is still going from where we continued to race. I'm finally finished racing. We got to lap 85. I made almost 40,000 points this race. I spent a lot of gems. If you've been following the channel, you know I just had a ton of gems the other day, and now I do not. The only problem with breeding this quest monster is all of my hatches are extremely filled up. So there's not much there I can do. I can take advantage of going ahead and put one in here so that way in 3 hours time I can actually get it out for less. It said Griffin and Eutychus, right? There's Griffin. I think Eutychus is nature. There he is. Alright, so that one will be a little less in 3 hours when the co-pig is ready to get out of there. And then I have 1 day and 10 hours, so I'll be able to try it 5 total times maybe. I might even do 6 times before the breeding is over. That brings me to Nemesis days. I still don't have a Nemesis team. I only have 2 Nemesis monsters. So I'd like to get me a Nemesis chest and open that. Still saving all of those. I have 45 of them. But it takes 100 Nemesis cells or Nemesis souls to get me a chest. And I think I still only have like 80. So it looks like another month or another week or what have you with no Nemesis team. I've been playing over 10 months and October 6th makes a year. And I do not have a Nemesis team yet. Yeah, 75 souls. I'm still 25 short. They give you like 5 or 10 in the past. Like, it's a very long wait, guys. I'm not sure if I have a Nemesis monster chilling yet or what. Like, I don't even know. So if anybody sees a Nemesis monster in here, man, holler at me. Besides the Warthog Sunbringer, I already have him. But if you see any other, let me know, because I'm an idiot and I probably don't know that I have them and I could just be doing that dungeon, but as is, I can't be doing the dungeon because I don't have a team. And I think I'm reaching the beginning. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. We'll be breeding. We'll be still trying to top 5K this event. Once we open all of our chests, I think that's what puts us in there. There's still a lot of time left, though. Rune Lords, I'm doing fine, waiting on a 10 flip. Still 12 hours, though. And then brings me to what I've been doing, ranking. I decided to rank up Landra, and I already have regrets for why I chose him first, because I chose him before coming to the Monstergram and checking on these new 2 monsters, which Thunder Kong is the one that you can get from breeding. But I want to look at this one here, because when you click his trait, looky there, Res block, rank 1. And I got Londra ranking, so that is very annoying to me that I basically couldn't come here and look at that first because I'm an idiot. And if I'd have done that, I'd have been like, oh, well, I'm not ranking Londra first because they're gonna have res block everywhere in just a couple weeks. Uh, in my opinion, look for res block, mega taunt, VANOSS teams to be all over the place. I wouldn't put it past them at all. And they'll run 6 team speeds on the mega taunt and this monster and strength on their VANOSS. Like, I mean, you got to keep the shitty players able to win because they're the ones who spend money. But I heard somebody once ask on Discord, do you think that the spenders are good? No, I do not. I don't even think that I'm good, and I'm free to play, and I have to solve problems, which means every day I get better at solving problems, whereas spenders got to know which things are better to buy. Like, that's why VANOSS was a great buy if you are a spender, because you didn't have to solve anything. You could just buy a VANOSS and start crushing teams. But what are you going to learn from running in and crushing a team? Absolutely nothing. You're just becoming more dependent on having to buy the next problem solution that they sell. And you're stuck in a cycle. And I'm not in that cycle. I'm stuck in a get my ass beat and have to solve problem cycle. And right now I'm in the get my ass beat cycle. So yeah, it sucks. In PvP, I'm not using this team because I think it's like an awesome team. I'm using this team because it was the only thing that I could really play with when leaving what I thought was my better built defense team, which is getting worse. NEMESIS sucks ass cakes like giantly. Like, I don't even know when the last time I won a defense fight was. It's time to build a new defense. Like, I haven't won one in 11 hours, man. Meaning my defense sucks. Let's open these eggs up while we're here. My defense sucks, my attack team sucks, my PvP sucks, my gameplay sucks, my player skill sucks. If you look at my last video, where I said that poor attitudes make poor decisions, that video taught me more than anything. This is typical, that's what I get out of all of them. That video taught me more than any of the videos I've made so far. When watching it back to edit it, I was just able to get a real huge glimpse of my piss poor attitude. That's cool because I didn't have him. I mean, but I was kind of expecting 80 of his cells, and then I'd just be like, yes, I got 100 now. But yeah, I'm gonna have to craft him for gold find purposes. But yeah, that's pretty cool. But again, I still haven't seen any of these pay-to-play mythics like Odana or Brute or Blaze, and I don't believe they're in here. I think they put the shitty ones in, like Kofu and Zorki. Like, they, I don't think they're all in there just because those two are. Uh, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and try to win 2 fights while I'm here. And that'll be the only PvP that I'm doing in tonight's video. But hopefully I can do it better now that I'm trying to explain just a second ago what I had learned in the last video. I learned in the last video that it's not even, it's myself who makes the crappy mistake. For whatever reason, I misplay. And it's like making a mistake in chess that you still don't realize that you made the mistake because you're not paying attention. That's the whole point of why you made the mistake, is because you weren't paying attention, and then you're not paying enough attention to see the mistake, because if you would have seen the mistake, wouldn't you have hoped you seen it before you made it, and you would have stopped yourself from making it? Which means since you didn't see the mistake and you made the mistake, means after you made it, you still don't see the mistake. And therefore you blame, you lash out, you attack. And I direct all that at Social Point, their game, and I call it crappy. Just need to take a look at the relics since we're getting extremely smashed here. I think we just exit. Yeah, like if I had Mega Taunt with me there, I could have won that fight. Why? Because their Denier would have hit my Taunt and my Nora would have beat them to death. But I'm not using Mega Taunt because, for whatever reasons, I don't even know. Like, it doesn't matter. The team still sucks even if I put Mega Taunt here, guys. Like, it doesn't change the fact that I don't have a team. This is not my team. This is just 3 monsters. And I know that I want to keep using. I'm glad I just switched on, but it's not going to do me any good, I don't think. Yeah, it should here. Like, that would have cost us the fight if we still had Wormlad. We'd have been saving and exiting right now. So we're still in this fight. Now we can check who are we killing. That guy only has one strength. She can deny my team and also has a strength. So I want to get her out of here. I don't care what we got to do, but if we can get them both out of here, that would even be more awesome. So let me check her relics. Jester's Mask. When the turn starts, if the... Alright, that'll only take him to 73. That's... Wait. 73, 400. 73, 600. So he'd be alive with 200 health. But he'd be poisoned, so... I think we can maybe kill them both. I don't know why... Oh, yeah, poison's on the other move. So he'd be at 197 and be poisoned. Let's see what we can do to her. She'd be at 61 poisoned. Who's the when the turn starts guy again? Oh, yeah, I think we messed up because poison's not going to hit him 62,700. Alright, so who are we killing? We're killing her. Yeah, smart choice. Alright, so this move is junk. A lot of the moves here are junk, but I'm really only running Tanya for trait disable and soon to be that defensive buff, which I don't know if damage protection works against Pierce or not. My guess would be no, it doesn't. I'm gonna go for blinding him just in case, but I don't even think we got a daze on him. That's just as good. Let's get him killed now. Alright, now let's work on this. Basically, this team, I couldn't beat a VANOSS because I'm too slow. And every day, the VANOSSes are getting faster, man. Every day. The one thing I notice is they're still not wearing 0 CDA moves, which just makes me laugh at how retarded spenders are. Not all spenders, not calling you all retarded guys, I'm just saying it makes me laugh at you retarded spenders who don't have a 0 cooldown on your VANOSS, and I guess when you ask them, they'll be like, oh, because all the 0 cooldown moves suck. It's like, yeah, do they suck more than charging your monster? Because last time I checked, not doing anything on your turn and just hitting charge is about as sucky as it gets. Alright, so... yeah, this is gonna be rough. I don't have anything to do here. I'm just gonna pass turn. Try to beat him to death straight up. Which was a super waste because I could have just used my poison move and killed him in one hit. Now I can't do shit. Still wouldn't have been able to do shit. That's what I mean, man. My team is horrible. Like, anyone watching, don't think I don't know how shitty my team is. It's very, very, very shitty. That's why I wanted to rank Londra first, as I felt like Londra and Santa Spot with team speed was going to be a way better team. And now it's like in a week there's going to be res blocks, so that idea is just completely out the window. Meaning I have no idea what to be doing with my ranks. We got to get rid of one of these guys. I think it's like the same thing we were in the other fight. Alright, since I have a 0 cooldown move right there, I'm not as scared of her as I am of the water guy, but I'm still scared. I gotta get him below 71,000 life. Looks like 2 punches does it. Alright, so he's below, he's dead. Get her down to 66 would be cool, but I can't. Does this guy have any strength on? If he doesn't, nope. I'm just going for the daze on her. And then we're going to Just put them in rough condition. I wasn't expecting that, but really don't think it matters much. That doesn't matter much either because... Oh, he doesn't have taunt up, my bad. I thought he had taunt back up. Alright, so we can't extra turn. But I still think I want the daze move. Nah, he's going to damage mirror up, I think. Here I want to relieve the pressure. And it worked out perfect. Alright, so let's see what 2 eggs I get. Got exactly the 2 eggs that I wanted. Alright, I can go ahead and show you my battle log while I'm here. I get destroyed, guys. I'm beating easy teams. I'm losing to easy teams. I don't even know how I'm in Legend 3. They made the matchmaking, or not matchmaking, they made the leagues totally easier, nerfed. Like, I don't belong in Legend 3. I don't even feel I belong in Legend 4 with this matchmaking system, but I've been in Legend 4 since like my 2nd month playing. Oh, my bad, I forgot to show the defense. I think I already showed it though when we were going down how long ago it won. Yeah, it didn't see it, like it hasn't beat anything. So my defense has got to go. I can build a much better attack team. Like the one I've been using to fight humans is way better than the one I use in PvP. I put team speed on my Siamis, and then it allows me to be faster with my Nora and my Tanya, and it also gives me a huge problem for my opponents. So yeah, that team is definitely a better attack team for PvP too, but then I'd have to put a replacement on my defense, and I really don't know what to put there. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is my tasks are still going, guys. I will be looking to get 10,000 gems in the next 10 days if I can complete my tasks. And one more thing that I can look at now is I want to tonight off camera, so by the time the next video starts, I want to take the top 25 list and I'm going to go through the list and I'm going to look at defenses and I'm going to take the wins and I'm going to divide it by the losses, and then I'm going to move the decimal 2 places and I'm going to determine which defense has the highest win rate. I understand that people change their defenses and that it might not have been what they had when it happens, but you also got to remember that I'm not looking for exact maths. I'm just looking for general ideas, and it's going to give me player names, so player names with the highest defensive win rates. And then those are the player names that I'm going to write down, and on the last day of the season, I'm going to look at them again. And I want to see, because I feel like everyone does their best on the last day of the season. I know that I try to do my revenges then, I use this temple then, all of that stuff. So it'll give me an idea of which players to go look at that time, and then it'll give me an idea of what those players think the best thing to be doing on defense in this meta is, and then I can compare and contrast that information with my own opinions, and I can do that in a video with you guys, and we can figure out like where we think the direction of the meta is going on how we shape our free-to-play team to survive in it. Alright, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and hint at here, oops, wrong button, is that gold runes are on sale, guys. You got 13 hours and a half to get you some gold runes. I was broke because of the race, so I only had like 150 million coins when or 50 million gold when I seen this, so I still bought as many as I can. It looks like I got 40 some now. That's why my workers aren't actually making mythic abs right now, is because I was trying to save as much gold as I could, including the 3 mil that it costs to do those habs, so that I could buy as many of these as we could. Which I think we're dropping 40 mil right now. I'm getting me some more. This is going to help with all of those mythics you watched me open the sockets on just the other day in a video, and it also helped with monsters that I have that are wearing gold runes that are already in habitats that have 4 monsters when I could be getting them all on Team Gold. I have a lot of monster and island organization to be doing. I'm not running into a problem because I can sell monsters all day. My problem is, like, just recently we got the slug and he was a water monster, but over here on my water island I have no room for him because it would cost me 90 million to up this to make him fit there, and then even if he does fit there, where do I put the next water monster? I only have 6 habitats around that boost. But the real thing to notice is that habitats like this one aren't really being boosted. Habitats like this one aren't really being boosted, man. They have like generic epics, and monsters like this aren't really being boosted because they only make 155 GPM. So those are monsters that I need to be getting somewhere. I don't know where. I have no idea where to begin organizing this massive mess. I'm going to collect my food even though I don't have enough to fill it back up just for maze coins purposes. Which brings me to the next thing. What am I doing in the maze? I think I just split these evenly, even though Rara is definitely more rare cells, but they're both gold collectors, and Mr. Beast is collecting more gold, so I'm just going down the path evenly and trying to get me as many cells of both as I can. So that's what's going on here. Not anything crazy. I think I need like 90 more cells of Rara to rank her, maybe less now that I just opened up that. I've also been considering in PvP that maybe with the birth of VANOSS and the birth of Pierce being a huge strategy in PvP, maybe life runes are, a correct way, because I'm sure the game knows that life runes were slowly becoming less and less useful. But when you make a VANOSS, you kind of put us in even more to where everybody who owns VANOSS, life runes just got a lot less valuable. Why? Because they're trying to put strength runes on their VANOSS. Like, strength became their answer. But to counter their defense, like, life runes, guys, life runes seem to be a pretty good option because VANOSS doesn't have Pierce trait, man. He's got Pierce status caster and an ability to put Pierce up. So he's not, I don't know, he's not like broken. He's a strategy. He's an easy way out to a meta, meaning it's going to take time for players like myself and others to adjust the real answer to him. Me, currently, I think the real answer is trait disable and then smash him. And it's obvious that other players are aware that is the answer. They are so aware that's the answer that when you look at the guy whose team's in second place or first place now, look at his defense, man. How are you going to trait disable that? I mean, sure, it's possible if you have like Odana and then Froma and then Simus go. He's another player that's probably not. Yeah, he's using zero cooldown moves, which means if you were to come in there and you were to trait disable Santa with Froma and then per Azul extra turn with Odana, then with your extra turn trait disable Azul, and then take your Simus, that means you got 3 monsters to go before a monster who has 10,000 plus 72% speed. You're looking at 17,000 speed. I don't see it happening. I see you losing. So I'm pretty sure that's why this guy's in first, is because there's nobody beating this defense without their own VANOSS that's faster, basically. Like, the only way you're beating this is with Revive, meaning somebody with a Revive team can beat it. He's also got a really cool attack team, meaning like trait disable into the second best denier and I guess he thinks the best denier, I don't know, because he does have Simus. I think Simus is the best denier in the game, and this guy, he does not, which, I don't know, I guess maybe he's up to some slick stuff with being able to, nope, he doesn't even have Restore's cooldown move here, so yeah, like, definitely some cleverness here. Definitely, I don't know what's going on. He seems like he knows a lot about what he's doing, and I don't. Other than that, there's nothing really going on. I think we've covered everything. Tomorrow's video will be about finding out if we can get this quest monster or not. We're going to hatch the quest monster. I don't think there's anything going on in the island. Uh, and in this season is not, don't look for me to be beating my record this season, guys. It's probably not going to happen. I don't have a team. I have nothing going on at the moment in PvP. I'm basically like, I'm not happy at all with, it's not that I'm not happy with the game, not that I'm not happy with the PvP changes. I'm not happy with where my account is after the PvP changes, meaning I was happy where I was. Like, I'm happy when it comes to doing the revenges in PvP. I'm very confident that at the end of the season I can go down the revenge and beat probably 90% of our revenge opponents, meaning even if they have 150s, I won't care because I could use Santa and I could use Evade, but not this season. And the reason why not this season is because I stripped my Santa runes off. And I'm not prepared to put runes back on him yet because I don't know what runes I have to put on him. Why? Because I don't know what PvP team I'm using yet. And if I don't know what PvP team I'm using yet, then I can't rune it up. And if I can't rune my team up, then I can't decide which runes can go on Santa because I don't know which runes I'm going to need for my team. And that's where I'm at. So I have tons of monsters just sitting right now that don't even collect gold, that have one rune on, because I need to figure out what to do with my runes. I need to figure out what my PvP team is. I need to figure out who I'm putting them on, and I have no idea yet. So that's where I'm at. I did have an idea, and I'll talk about it to end this video. Ignis is coming. The race monster, guys. I'm about to have Ignis in, I'm guessing, a day. He's extremely fast. He hits really hard. We've went over he's got 2 nerfs, 2 purrs, and a 50% heal move. So to me, he's got 7 usable moves. Those 7 moves are 1, a 0 cooldown move, 2, a heavy hitting move, 3, a nerf, 4, a nerf, 5, a purr, 6, a purr, 7, a heal. Those are the 7 moves that I think he has. I think they're going to be flexible. I think that he can wear stamina gain relic. I think he can wear 2 of them. I think he can wear heal relics. I think he can wear armor that like boosts like from the mask or from the armor. So he can wear so much stuff and he can be so flexible. The problem that I have is that he doesn't go well with anything. Like, where do you even begin to put this guy in a team that's going to be a successful team? I don't know. I have no idea. I can't even fathom the idea. So I started thinking, I'm like, he does have the purr, right? So, like, you don't want to really rune him up to be an attacking monster and then not take advantage of his 4 freaking support moves, like, or his 5 support moves, and you don't want to rune him up to be a support and not take advantage of that insane strength mod, insane strength stats, immune to control with the ability to hit really hard, but so if you put a trait disabler in front of him, you can disable trait on, I don't know, try Azul, and what happens? Nothing. You get stuck with a Mega Taunt still sitting there staring at you. Is this guy going to be able to AoE hit hard enough to destroy the Mega Taunts in the meta? That's the question. Meaning, if I put a Strength Rune 10 on him and 2 speeds or whatever, can he kill a Mega Taunt monster in one hit? Probably not. I don't know. I'm getting him 140, so I mean, we're going to find out. But I look to pair him up with a trait disabler, and then I look to have maybe Nora or somebody in the back. And the goal would be to be able to trait disable the Hardy Fish, the anticipation monster, meaning when I run into a dungeon and I see the Hardy Fish, be able to trait disable him. How do I get to be able to trait disable him? Well, I need this guy to kill the Taunter and then be able to use the trait disabler as a support, meaning this guy may be 1 speed, 2 strength, along with Nora, 1 speed, 2 strength. This guy will obviously be faster than Nora because he's a rank 140 and he started with like 5,900 speed or some crazy number like that. Meaning, One other upgrade that they really need to make to this monstergram, and I would think it would be the best quality of life enhancement to this game since I've been playing, is put their moves on here. Don't put up 4 moves that they have on, like if I click this guy, have me a button over here next to his levels that says moves, and then just have every move put its level next to it, every move. Whereas in Mythics they would just all be level 100, so you would just have like his 12 moves or whatever saying level 100 next to him. Put them all there, guys, for every single monster in the game, including the epics, everything. Why? So that I don't have to go to third-party websites to research the game that I play for information that is on monsters, okay? Like, that's why. It's called quality of life. Now, what did I come in here for again? Oh, yeah, to look at his speed. His speed is 5,984. That's faster than every mythic in the game. So, if I just run him 2 strength, 1 speed, he's immune to control, means you can't deny him, and then I put all team speed on my trait disabler. The only problem that I run into is, will my trait disabler be faster than my Nora? So in that case, if my Nora is faster than my trait disabler, which I would believe that it would be, because it would be wearing a speed rune, and that would automatically make it go next. You change the speed rune to a team speed on Nora. So Nora would have 1 team speed, 2 strength. Ignis would have 2 strength, 1 speed. And your trait disabler would have 3 team speed. That would leave Ignis going first, which I would hope could purr a Mega Taunt. And that would leave my trait disabler going second, which I would hope could trait disable Hardy. And that would leave my Nora going last, which I would hope could beat their whole team to death. And then whatever Nora could not beat to death, Ignis would be able to clean up the scraps. Now that's what I believe would be a good team for me to start out with in the next week or so. So that's my plan, that's my goal, is to be playtesting that idea, to be getting that idea runed up. That idea requires me to make huge changes because we just put runes on this monster and I don't have 9 team speeds. So let's see if we can change that right now. I'm going to go to the shop. It is Rune Lords, and I am in desperate need of some runes, guys. If my team could win, I can't get there yet because I'm not in Legend 4, so not to rush it, not to do anything of the such, I am going to just not buy the runes, man. That's the goal, is just not buy the runes. Well, how many trophies does Legend 4 take? Oh, you have to be in the top 100. Interesting. Well, it might be a minute before I buy the team shop runes then, so I don't know, like, basically, imagine that I'm taking a month off of PvP, and I call it reorganization month because my goal was to make top 500 by October 6th, and I don't feel there's any way for me to rush into that. The only way to do that is to step back and observe my account and observe the meta and make complete changes. And that is why my PvP looks so awkward, it looks so rough, I don't have answers to half of the meta, I'm getting smashed by lots of things, and then I'm winning, and it doesn't matter because you can just hit the auto button in PvP now. PvP is complete garbage. Like, I don't like blind attacks, but then again, they're not all blind attacks. You can revenge and see your opponent. And then I can't argue completely against, like, well, how do you expect us to show us who you fight all the time? Because, like, when you go to fight a human player, you don't know what they're going to bring. Like, you can look at their attack team and their defense team. That doesn't mean that's what they're going to bring to fight you in a human fight. And then you can fight them in a human fight and be like, oh, man, I got to change monsters because I can beat that team. I just didn't bring the right team. Okay, so then you go and you change monsters and you go to fight them again and they don't have the same team. They changed it too. Like, okay, so therefore you can't control what opponent you get in a real action fight. So therefore PvP being the way it is a great like training grounds for getting you ready for fighting a real human because you don't know what they're going to bring either. Now, if you were going to revenge that real human in real life time, meaning like, okay, they just beat you. All right, well, if you want to revenge them, you would basically say like, well, use the same team and I bet you I can beat it. And then they go like, okay, whatever, and they use the same team and you switch and you beat it. All right, well, is that not exactly what a revenge was in PvP? So they're the exact same ideologies, meaning basically Social Point has said like, look, our multiplayer and our human versus human is growing so far different that the same players that are successful at one are not necessarily successful at the other, and the ones that are successful at the other are not necessarily successful at the one. And I experienced that plenty, meaning I could run into people that can smash my lights out every single human fight, but yet they're not even in the top 10,000 in PvP. And it's like, how is that? Well, the answer to that, in my opinion, is they don't know how to solve as many problems, but they know how to create problems, meaning their team they build, their team they spent money on, is a problem and creates problems, but the team they spent money on to solve problems doesn't have enough solutions because they don't understand enough problems all the way through to be able to solve them. And that's where I'm going to leave at on this video, guys, is letting you know that Lost Jumper is in training ground mode, and I am watching all of these. We have got 500 plus chests. I'll show you what we're working on. So look for a big chest opening video coming in the future. Probably at the end of the month when we open these up. We will open up all of our bronze relics, gold relics, silver relics, and we will also open up all of these elemental chests that are starting to pile up. We're looking at 4 there, 5 there, 7 there, 16. Yeah, we're looking at 16 straight elemental chests with 7 splits, 11 splits, 9 splits, 12 splits. You're looking at, 60 chests, 7 chests there, 60, 70 elemental chests that I need to open too. Why? Because that cause me to rank some serious monsters. I do still think that the two best Megatons in the game are Santa and Izul, which is why I'm not ranking my mythic Megaton. I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush to spend so many resources to get the same value I can get elsewhere. And that's how I feel about that. So that's why I went with Landra first. They're not making any more new or mythic monsters, so what you see is what you get. You know what to save your amber for. You know what to spend your amber for. If you don't, you know what to choose from, because they're not gonna. There's no sense in saying, "Oh, I'm saving it for a new, better monster to come out," because they're not. Like, they're already out here. Meaning, you could save it for the next newest, most needed monster in the meta because of some change, but you're not saving it for anything new. So with mine, I want to get my Moonhaze ranked up, and I want to get my Tanya ranked up. And Tanya's next. I don't have time to wait around for PvP to hand me a Froma, and if PvP does hand me a Froma, cool, I can put team speed on it and run it behind my Tanya, who will be running speed. Sounds awesome. So the next monster, as soon as this hatch is over, as soon as this rank is over, I'm going to go ahead and do a mythic dungeon and see if I can get a flash rank. If I can get a flash rank, I'm going to flash rank Landra. If I can get 2 flash ranks, I'm going to triple flash rank or double flash rank Landra, and I'm going to spend, my guess would be 1,000 gems or less, and with 1,000 gems or less, I will have a rank 3 Landra. I will be putting my highest team speeds on him, and then I will be spending all of my amber ranking Tanya, and then I will have a confident team in this meta to get me to at least I think my record is back around my record area. So that's the goal, guys. That's where I'm stuck at. And then when I'm out of Amber, I will be saving it for either rank 4ing Tanya or getting Moonhaze up. Moonhaze is only rank 1. Moonhaze is also in this woods, which means as soon as the woods come back around and Moonhaze is in there, I am going to go ahead and try to get more cells out of it. I will continue to milk the dungeons as much as I can. I've already started saving my Stardust, I guess would be like 20 Stardust so far, guys. And the 1400 Amber is enough to rank Tanya. So Tanya's going up next. That's where it's going. Then I can worry about Moonhaze and Glamhead and all the other cool ones. Look for like monsters like Armor Claw and that's used in Grand Duels, or Grandmaster Duels, that I'll be trying to get him to just whatever rank he's captain in Grand Duels. So if you know that, let me know, because I know the legends are 115. I don't know. Do they cap Armor Claw at 115 too? Somebody let me know if you know. Anyway, guys, thanks everybody who watched my channel. This one got a little bit late. I rambled, so sorry. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow for a new video. Hopefully we'll know more about what we're doing. Later.